Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football.
Carries the hopes of his team. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, that's superb. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's picked his way, and the shot! Goal! Spain! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Searching passes played there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the right flank, and the volley. No, he's missed it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there.
Genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
And he's hit on goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spain have it back and can go again. Firmino does really well to win the ball there. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, super ball! Great chance! And that...
Attacking at its finest, really cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved... And he makes no mistake. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good. Suddenly seems the belief is back.
Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Cross from Ferran Torres. And he's taking no chances there. That's a good foray he's making. And that's a throw. Pops him off in and wins back the ball. Mendes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ruben Neves. Not the most accurate pass. Ferran Torres. He is through here. Good take. There's the shot. But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bernardo Silva cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And now they can clear their lines. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicked it back promptly. Chance here to counter. And he is, and he's let fly. And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Spain ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And we are back underway. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Now it's Oyarzabal. And the through ball. Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. Ferran Torres looking to receive it in space. Ferran Torres. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Corner number 2 then. Grimaldo goes short. Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Firmine clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And that is out of play. He has found a way through. Chance! Oh, what? That's another chance! And he's stuck it away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Spain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
In with the challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he thumps it clear. He's a sharp little ball here. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Rodri. That pass isn't the best.
Spain are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He's in a great position here. And it's Lopez. He's having a pop! Brilliant from Lopez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on it, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Eric Garcia. Spain still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's had it taken off him. Good effort from distance.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mendes gets across to intercept that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's a searching pass. João Cancelo clears. Kubasi. Now he's got space here. Dink through. That's the keeper's ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. João Cancelo. Now Ruben Dias. Spain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Chance for a shot! Now that was quite some save.
Spain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
So, third corner of the game. There's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, now he can run away with it. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Ruben Diaz. Vitinha just eases him off the ball, played into space. That's been cut out, well played. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's straight offside. Gonzalo Inacio. Oh, it's come loose. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss. He's having a hit! Looking to play him in. João Cancelo running with intent. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Neves. Oh, he's having a go!
Minutos de compensação.
That is decidedly lacking. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rodri. Now he's running away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Pedri. And he's there to retrieve it. And that will be it. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the outstanding defender, Mark Gahey, may not be one of the biggest at 6 feet, but he has a calmness and maturity that gives him a real edge, Peter. I think he's also shown remarkable...
Oh, that is asking for trouble! Kane proves just a little bit too strong. England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kane! He will be livid with himself. Tries to pass it through. Anderson. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rodri steaming forward at pace. He's got away with one there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed... Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Anderson. Good running, strong and purposeful. Yamal gets a foot in here. Can he get it through? That has ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
This is a promising build-up. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Saka. And here's Kane. Gets a good foot in there. Ferran Torres. He's on it, can he get away? Foot in. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Eze. And the pass is intercepted. He's had it taken off him. Llorente makes a dash for it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, a very decent attempt. Eze. Nicely weighted ball. England have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
He's got away. There will be a throw-in. Pablo Fornals, and he's being shifted off it. Nicely aimed pass. Over to the right flank. Plays the return pass. Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. Saka. Looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space. Now it's Bellingham. Pablo Fornals. Pablo Fornals charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he nearly went all the way.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Spain have their second corner now. Looking for the run. Anderson. That's a cute ball.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kane is onto this and smartly reclaimed. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Might be danger here. So, a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Ferran Torres gets into a good position. Goes! Now it's Eze. Bit too much weight on the pass. Pablo Fornals. Now it's Oyarzabal. Bellingham. He's in a great position here. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. That has been slung wide. England have got it back and they'll have another go. Mikel Oyarzabal. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That's a smartly directed ball. Ferran Torres wants to run onto this. Saka. Bellingham. Eze.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cross into the box. And that has earned... He's having a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And it's Kane. Now, can they get him away? It's played through for him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oyathabal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a pretty loose pass. Aimed beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Not the most accurate pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Looking for options for movement. He can run onto that. Shoots! And he couldn't finish.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 8.
Spain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Great vision. He's through here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well read, nice interception. Pablo Fornals gets on his bike and on the move. Grimaldo scooting forward. And the through ball. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Eze looking for a runner. That's been cut out, well played. Eze has had it nicked away. Goes for the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? So 90 minutes have come and gone, it's going to be extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant, I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shapes to shoot! That's another chance! Stones gets it clear.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kane. Now it's Saka. And he was quick to react. Eze.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Spain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Big chance! Oh, it's come loose. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Here's Hill, try from distance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And they're quick to get it back. He's going for goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, it just goes to show he asked an awful lot of himself.
Eze. He's a sharp little ball here. Bellingham looking to receive it in space. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. In with the challenge. So that was it, the first period of extra time. There are plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here. And we're off for the final time. 15 minutes to find a winner, or else penalties. Pedri does well to get it back. And here's Saka. And here's Bellingham. That's good running with the ball. Played down the flank. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Anderson. Bellingham. Eze. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Yamal. Bellingham. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Good ball, good take.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pinches it off him.
There they go, hunting again. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Pedri. Eze. There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
Well, energy levels and stamina were great during extra time, and the emphasis was very much on trying to win it.
So 2 inconclusive hours of action. All that remains then, penalties. So, are we ready? Which way will he go? And he has done his bit.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Kane is looking to do his bit.
Never looked in doubt, really.
He had to, and he did. Baina is the second man to step up for his team.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Eze, second to go. Made it look easy.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
We're on to number 3 here.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
Saka is third in line.
I didn't think his body language looked great.
Heads in hands. The reaction says it all.
The idea was good. He just needed a more precise execution.
Up by 2. The lead now is 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Sticks it away.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly. He's telling himself he can get it done. He just has to pick the right spot.
No, he's done the bar.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
The margin of error is 0. Do it! Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Spain really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his clever...
Oh, he's having a go! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Eric Garcia cuts out the pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the run. This looks promising. Stones. Goes for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Llorente. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lampard. Now, can they get him away? Oyarzabal. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now this could be... Great chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting them.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
He won't be happy with that one.
England genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combination.
It's Kane! And a neat finish! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this. Oh, what has happened here? Eric Garcia tries to clear. Ferran Torres making good progress. And here's Foden. And this is Kane. Tries to pass it through. Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rice gets a foot in here. Lampard with the clearance. Out for a throw. Rice. Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. Threads one in, and he was quick to react. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's quick to return it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Good-looking ball. And it's Rice. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Foden receives it in a good position here. Pass somewhat off target. Now there's a fine ball. Fermin. Ferran Torres in acres of space out wide. Ferran Torres. Stones did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely aimed pass. Lampard really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Shot, and he shoots! Brilliant from Foden! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
England leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
So, a temporary halt to the action. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And a chance! Of course! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all...
Chance for a shot! Marvellous goal!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Spain have their lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pau Kubasi clears without hesitation.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Grimaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, nicely intercepted. But that has not gone well. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 14.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Rice. And it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Ferran Torres. Alexander-Arnold. Palmer. Rice. Lampard. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank. He's found a way through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Lampard. And it's Gerrard. And here's Foden.
England really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort...
Kane! And that's a tidy finish. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his... Oh, shooting chance! Goal, England! And yet again, they steal back into the lead. Extraordinary stuff. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. England surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Watkins. Ferran Torres. Engages and forces him off the ball. And now they can clear their lines. The final 5 minutes.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Palmer picks it up out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Watkins! And it's hoisted clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Spain are looking to go forward now. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Gerrard. Mings. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. Mings. Kane! That is decidedly lacking. He has found a way through. Pedri, it's a searching pass. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Spain can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage. And I think when you look back on it, Peter, the crowd played its part, there's no doubt about that. They got a bit down on
the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as...
And it's been given away.
That's going in strongly.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Balde. For Ferran Torres. Balde is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Morientes. Oyarzabal receives it in a good position here. Llorente deals with that comfortably. Lopez. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's shot, surely! Goal, Spain!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
Impressive jump! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Sergio Ramos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's out for a goal kick. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Eric Garcia cuts out the pass. Guardiola. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Pablo Fornals. Ferran Torres. Good read, needed to be. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's played through for him. And he's quick to get rid. And that's been won straight back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He has found a way through. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Sergio Ramos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass somewhat off target. Guardiola. Ferran Torres wants to run onto this.
Ferran Torres!
Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Fermin is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Ferran. He's having a shot!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And another try! Big moment! Massive goal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Marcó en el minuto 43 el dorsal 14.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's been shifted off it. Ferran Torres. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Ferran Torres. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. And claimed it back swiftly. And the shot! It's a loose ball. And he shoots! And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Spain are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Has a look and plays it forward. Eric Garcia makes the interception. And it's Grimaldo. Mikel Oyarzabal. And that is out of play. And he's had it nicked away. It's a throw-in. He's going for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how...
Oh, given away. Back when it goes. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres getting forward. Guardiola pinches it off him. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal. And he's making progress on the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Morientes. Fermin. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ambitious ball here. Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Balde. That is good progress on the left. Ferran Torres will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Agahawa to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Well, I'm not sure this is one for protecting the lead, Peter. The manager seems to be telling him to keenly press from the front.
Cuts it back. And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Yamal! And that would have been some goal.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Oh, good spread. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? Ferran Torres proves just a little bit too strong. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And they can counter here. Fermin. And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. A probing pass. And here's Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Valde puts a cross in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he's one-on-one! Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Agahawa really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Balde. Front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Sergio Ramos driving on and making good progress. That is good alertness. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baina. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be, should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Real chance! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this.
And the referee brings it to a close. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Foden. And here's Trossard. Rooney. Searching pass he's played there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Szoboszlai. Can he get on the end of this? Gakpo providing an outlet on that flank. And the shot! And there's his goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 10 minutes is number 10.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And that's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Now it's Foden. He's in plenty of space here. And it's made its way to him. Yep, it's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Foden. Threads one in. Ruben Dias promptly onto that, and that is that. Played into space. Nicely intercepted. And here's Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. Ekitike stood his ground strongly. Trossard. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Defending was strong and firm. Looking for the run. Ruben Dias, Trossard, Bernardo Silva. Szoboszlai drives forward on the overlap. Saka has it in a wide position. Rooney. Van der Ven did well to stay calm there. Rooney showed plenty of... That could spell trouble. 15 minutes till half-time. Haaland. Oh, some tackle that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Gakpo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Gakpo is in a really good position out wide. Referee's given a throw. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Just eases him off the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. McAllister. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vardiol has given away a free kick. Looking to play him in. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that's a good finish. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Tries to pass it through. Kerkez. And it's McAllister.
Minutes has been indicated.
He's had it taken off him. Out towards the flank. Now it's Haaland. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's the header! Didn't quite get enough. And it's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Phil Foden. Coming on to replace him is number 20,
Down to
Rodri.
business again. Gakpo wants to run onto this. Oh, that's... Can he finish? In he goes again. Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
McAllister is always looking to break lines. That pass has been well intercepted. Rooney is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's McAllister. This looks promising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for options for movement. Can he latch onto this? And reclaimed it in a trice. Big chance! And no mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And a header! And that's a sharp finish. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
After 57 minutes is number
Liverpool
21.
cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Saka has the space to scheme. And the keeper beats it away. Now it's Haaland. 60 minutes played. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Van Dijk. And Konate. It's a pretty loose pass. Rooney, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Gakpo. He has found the way through. Real chance! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Liverpool have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
McAllister. Rodri. Szoboszlai. Couldn't squeeze it through. Probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Rodri. Van Dijk. Well read, nice interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Okazaki. Bernardo Silva. Well, that pass isn't the best. Trossard. Now, can they get him away? Foot in. Engages and forces him off the ball. That is good progress on the left. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's found the way through, lofted in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong. keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitution.
And here's Soboslai. Quick look, then plays it in. And here's Trossard.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's picked his way through. Crunching tackle. Elanga with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And here's Trossard.
Liverpool really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
The ball's gone astray. I think we're just about done here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Great vision. Can he get onto this? Ødegaard. And it's Okazaki. It's a searching pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Doku. Can he get it through? And this is Bernardo Silva. Ødegaard. And the referee brings it to a close.
Please turn
Perfect
your attention to the
result,
screen for
perfect
information
outcome.
provided by
A
the
test
local
passed
police.
with flying colours. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of
everybody,
obligation
and welcome to
right
today's
from the
match.
start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the outstanding defender, Mark Gahey, may not be one of the biggest at 6 feet, but he has a calmness and maturity that gives him a real edge, Peter. I think he's also shown remarkable consistency and leadership in recent years.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, shooting chance! And a goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
And he's heaved it away. Now it's Haaland. Can he get it through? That has ended up in no man's land. And that's gone loose. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Out again for a throw-in. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gakpo! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Gakpo. He has found the way through. Oh, that was vital. Foden. That has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Foden. And that is out of play. Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. Ruben Dias. Trossard. Pass somewhat off target. Haaland. Semenyo. Aims beyond the defence. It is a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Foden is short. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rodri. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
But he's left disappointed. Corner number 4 coming up here. Guardiola is there and he can get that clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. Bernardo Silva.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now, what about a counter-attack? Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Haaland. Rodri gets a foot in here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Foden. Looking to play him in. That's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And that has left him in a heap.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Here's a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Foden. No way through there. Oh, super find. Foden gets into a good position. And he's straight offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely aimed pass. Nicely spread. Now that's well seen too. Guardiola. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So straight into the second half.
Manchester can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Searching pass he's played there. Pinches it off him. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's a pretty loose pass. Haaland. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Trossard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. This is a promising build-up. And it's Bernardo Silva. Looking tidy in possession here. And he welcomes it in. Foden unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Out towards the flank. Haaland was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Foden. Now it's Haaland. Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gakpo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Substitution on the field. Number 47, Phil Foden.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Number 9, Doku.
And he's managed to gift it back. That pass isn't the best. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Gakpo clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
They're up to 5 corners now. Trossard with the short one. Backward it goes. He's having a pop! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Mateus Nunes certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
It'll be a throw-in. Haaland. Now Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this decent chance! He's got a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this.
Real chance! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the...
Great chance!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That has not gone well. Rodri. Oh, this is a very good run.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's in a great position here. Now it's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
He's shifting through the gears here. Gakpo! And there's his goal. And right near the end, we have parity. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. They've played it short. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Not the most accurate pass. Foden. And here's Haaland.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he spark a counter here? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Number 16.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. And we are already back underway. And he's been shifted off it.
Foden.
Tries to play it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Great vision. Gehi gets across to intercept that. He's had it taken off him. A vicious ball here. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land.
Foden.
In with the challenge. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gehi makes the interception. Semenyo. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Haaland. Trossard has created one goal already. That looks a good ball through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense.
And we're halfway through extra time.
Hello everybody, and please
So those
join
15
me in
minutes
wishing
have
a happy
flown
wedding
by.
anniversary for one of
Limbs
our
now
band
and
members.
heads indeed at the point of exhaustion.
Substitution
How
on
will
the
this
field,
end?
Number 10, Erling
And we're
Haaland.
off for the final
Coming
time.
on the field is number
This really
18.
has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. Shot a goal! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Semenyo is in a really good position out wide. Marmouche. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And no, that was never going to make it. That has not gone well. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? That's another chance. That's going to go a long way. Bernardo Silva. He is through here. Tries a shot. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. I think we're just about done here. No, that's been intercepted. Spread out to the left.
Manchester really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And Marmouche! And that's a good finish. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Oh, he's all alone. He's had a shot. Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. More or less. And there goes the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Stay seated during the match.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Manchester